Some people say cow milk is not good for your health. Others are saying almond milk is much healthier, and these days even oat milk is also getting very popular. When you go to a supermarket, you see so many different options, so it's completely normal to feel confused about which milk you should choose for a day-to-day usage. Does cow milk cause inflammation in your body? Does almond milk actually contain enough almonds? Can people with diabetes drink oat milk? And can we give plant-based milk to children instead of cow's milk? Namaste. I'm Jagan, founder of Healthyday Yoga, one of the largest yoga communities in India right now. Today, let us compare cow's milk, almond milk, and oat milk. We will look at how much protein and how many calories they contain, what should you know about their sugar content, and what milk may be suitable for whom. Watch this video till the end. I'll also tell you exactly what you should check on the nutrition label whenever you buy any type of the milk. Let's get started. First, let me make one thing very clear. There is no single type of milk that is best for everyone. The right milk for you depends on your age, your health conditions, how your body reacts after drinking milk, and how much protein you are already getting from the rest of the diet. So if someone on social media says that you should never drink cow's milk or that almond milk is the healthiest option, you do not have to immediately change the milk you are using at home. Let us first talk about the cow's milk, and then we will talk about the other two options as well. The biggest advantage of cow milk is its protein content. One glass of cow milk usually contains around 7 to 8 grams of good quality protein. It also contains all the essential amino acids that our body needs. So it can be a good option for maintaining the muscle strength for you. Cow milk also gives us calcium, phosphorus, vitamin B12 and potassium. These nutrients help keep our bones strong, support the proper functioning of our muscle, and help maintain a healthy nervous system. Cow milk can be a very convenient option, especially for growing children, older adults, and people who exercise, and those who do not get enough protein from their regular food. However, cow milk may not suit everyone. Some people experience bloating, gas, stomach pain, and loose motions after drinking milk. Milk contains a natural sugar called lactose. Our body produces an enzyme called lactase to digest this lactose. Some people do not produce enough of this enzyme. Because of this, they may experience digestive problems after drinking milk. This condition is called lactose intolerance. There is another common confusion here. When people experience gas after drinking milk, they often assume that they have milk allergy. But lactose intolerance and milk allergy are not the same. Lactose intolerance happens when your body cannot properly digest the sugar present in the milk. A milk allergy happens when your immune system reacts to the protein present in the milk. In some cases, a milk allergy can be serious. Experiencing any symptoms every time you drink milk, do not decide by yourself. You can take a doctor's advice. Some people with lactose intolerance can eat curd, paneer without experiencing any problem. Some people can tolerate even milk in smaller quantities. For others, lactose-free cow's milk may be a better option. So experiencing bloating once does not necessarily mean that you have to completely stop eating every dairy product. Let us look at another common claim about cow's milk that we often hear on social media. Many people say that cow's milk causes inflammation in the body and that adults should not drink milk at all. But there is no strong scientific evidence to say that milk or dairy products cause inflammation in everyone who consume them. Of course, you should avoid milk if you have milk allergy, if you have lactose intolerance, but completely avoiding milk is not an option. You can consult your doctor before taking a decision. But if you do not have any such problem, there is no need to automatically assume that cow's milk is unhealthy. Full fat milk contains slightly more calories and saturated fat. If you are trying to lose weight or concerned about your cholesterol levels, you can choose toned or low fat milk based on rest of your diet. Now let us talk about the almond milk, the second option after cow's milk. Almond milk is made by blending almond with water and then filtering the mixture. But just because the product says almond milk, do not assume that one glass contains a large quantity of almonds. In many commercial almond milk products, the actual quantity of almonds is quite low. Most of the product is actually water. If the packet says that the milk contains calcium, vitamin D or vitamin B12, these nutrients may have been added separately during manufacturing. This process is called fortification. The biggest advantage of almond milk is that the unsweetened version can be very low in calories. It is also naturally lactose free, so it can be an option for people who cannot digest cow's milk. People following a vegan diet can also consume almond milk if you are trying to lose weight and control your calorie intake. Using unsweetened almond milk instead of regular milk in your tea, coffee or smoothies may help you reduce some calories. But almond milk contains very little protein. 1 glass of cow's milk contains around 7 to 8 grams of protein. Most almond milk products contains only 1 or 2 grams of protein per glass. So if you stop drinking cow's milk and switch to almond milk, do not assume that almond milk provides the same amount of protein, healthy fats, fiber that you generally get from eating whole almonds. Eating whole almonds and drinking almond milk are not nutritionally the same thing. When buying almond milk, check these things on the label. Firstly, check whether it is an unsweetened version. Second, check whether calcium, vitamin D and vitamin B12 have been added through fortification. Third, check how much protein is present in one serving. People who are allergic to almonds or any other nut should be careful with the almond milk also. Now let us talk about the oat milk, the third option. Oat milk is made by processing oats with water. Compared with almond milk, oat milk is usually creamier and may taste slightly sweeter. That is why many people prefer oat milk in coffee and smoothies. Oats contain a type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. Some of the oat milk products may also contain beta-glucan, but do not assume that oat milk contains the same amount of fiber that you get from eating a bowl of whole oats. The amount of fiber can change depending on the brand, the ingredients and the processing method. Oat milk is also naturally lactose free, so people with lactose intolerance and those following a vegan diet can consider oat milk as well. Oat milk may contain slightly more protein than almond milk, but compared with the cow's milk, it is still generally lower in protein. Oat milk can also contain more carbohydrates than the almond milk. Some brands add extra sugar to their products. In some other brands, there may not be any extra added sugar, but during the processing, some of the starch present in the oats can break down into sugars. That is why generally oat milk tastes slightly more naturally sweet. If you have diabetes, do not assume that you can drink any quantity simply because it is plant-based milk. Choose an unsweetened version and check the total carbohydrates and sugars present in one serving on the label. This also does not mean that people with diabetes should completely avoid oat milk. You should have it in moderation. It depends on how much you consume, what you consume it with, and how your blood sugar responds after drinking it. If you have celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, check whether the oat milk is certified gluten-free. Oats are naturally gluten-free, but they may come into contact with wheat during processing, which might cause some problem for you when you are having oat milk. Now let us compare these three options very simply. If your main priority is getting more protein, cow's milk comes first among the three options. If your main goal is to reduce calories, unsweetened almond milk may be a good option. However, the calories and ingredients can vary from brand to another, so always check the label. If you want a creamy plant-based milk, especially for coffee or smoothies, oat milk can be a good option, but do not forget to check its carbohydrate and sugar content. If you have lactose intolerance, you can try almond milk or oat milk. If you like the taste and the nutrition of the cow's milk, you can also consider lactose-free cow's milk. And if you follow a vegan diet, choose a plant-based milk that is fortified with calcium, vitamin D and B12. Do not just look for fortified on the front of the packet. Turn the packet around and check the nutrition label to see the actual quantities of these nutrients. When it comes to children, we need to be little more careful before switching to plant-based milk. Children below 1 year should not be given cow's milk, almond milk or oat milk as a replacement for breast milk or doctor recommended infant formula. These type of milk do not provide all the nutrition that a baby needs. After the age of 1, cow's milk can provide children with protein, fat and calcium and calories. It can be very useful option during their growing years. However, some children may need plant-based milk because of the milk energy, lactose intolerance or vegan diet. In that case, do not simply pick any almond milk or oat milk packet and use it as a direct replacement for cow's milk. Many plant-based milk products may not contain enough protein, fat or calories for a growing child. If you want to give plant-based milk to your children, regularly speak to a pediatrician or a qualified dietitian and choose a product that is suitable for your child's age and current nutritional needs. No matter which milk you buy, do not make your decision only by looking at the words such as healthy, natural, organic, or plant-based on the front of the packet. Turn the packet around and check the nutrition label. Look at the calories, protein, total carbohydrates, added sugar, and saturated fat. If you are buying plant-based milk, also check whether the calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin B12 has been added. Sweetened, chocolate, and flavored versions may contain a lot of added sugar. For everyday use, choose an unsweetened version whenever possible. Also, shake the packet before using plant-based milk. Sometimes the added calcium can settle at the bottom of the packet. Do not forget to check the ingredients list as well. It may tell you what percentage of the almonds or oats the product actually contains and whether the sugar or the oils have been added or not. Okay, so finally, which one is the winner? The honest answer is that there is no single winner. If you need more protein, cow milk is the better option. If you want something lower in calories, unsweetened almond milk may help. If you want creamy plant-based option, you can choose oat milk. But you do not have to force yourself to drink a particular type of milk just because it is trending on social media. Also, do not assume that everyone who drinks cow milk is unhealthy or everyone who drinks plant-based milk is automatically healthy. What matters more is whether the milk suits your body, whether you are getting enough protein from your complete diet, and how much added sugar is present in the product you are consuming. One single food cannot decide your entire health. What you eat throughout the day, how much you exercise, how well you sleep, and what your overall lifestyle looks like all come together to determine your health. If you find this video helpful, share it with your family and friends. For more such health information, you can follow Healthyday Yoga channel, and if you would like to practice yoga, follow a healthier diet under my guidance, you can definitely try our 14 days free yoga challenge. I put the link in the description. Click on the link. All the very best. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.